Vice President Kamala Harris had a busy year, but it wasn't from handling said border crisis. It was from tossing up these word salads. Watch.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. I've actually asked my team to do a Venn diagram. I love Venn diagrams. I just love Venn diagrams. You know, the three circles, right? We invested an additional $12 billion into community banks because we know community banks are in the community. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time.
OutKick host Tomi Lahren joins me now. Tomi, is she the most useless and counterproductive vice president in the history of our republic?
Well, she certainly is. And, you know, Todd, you and I have talked about this for the entire year, that it seems like she's taking a test that she didn't prepare or study for. But I'm going to go a step further as we close out the year. I don't even think she knows what the test is. I don't even think that she will actually take said test. She has actually been absent for several months, and the reason being because they are trying to protect her political career. Let's think about that for a moment. She owes the American people. She is our vice president. She is a former senator. She represents the American people, and she is so protective of her own political future, she won't even put herself out there enough to fail. She delivers word salad after word salad, but she doesn't put in the work. She doesn't even attempt to put in the work because it's all about Kamala. They want to get her ready for 2024, but I would caution her because she is our border czar, and at least Gavin Newsom, love him or hate him, at least he actually cared to visit the border, and he is not the border czar. So she better watch her heels because there are other dirty Democrats coming in to take her spotlight for 2024, I fear.
It's going to get ugly. Let's remember, though, VP Harris has been tasked with overseeing the following: the border crisis, to your point, National Space Council chair, where she gets a bunch of child actors together and makes more word salads, election reform, ambassador to small business. It's going great for small businesses throughout the nation during this inflationary period, and improving access to high-speed internet. I still don't get the internet on one road that I drive in Connecticut, so I would say she's failed on every single one of them. Does she address any of them in 2023, or is it going to be more of the same?
No, they're going to hide her, as they did with Joe Biden for the entirety of the 2020 lead up to the election. So they're going to hide her as well. I think you'll see more photo ops for her, maybe more paid actors, more visits to yarn shops and to bakeries. But no, I don't think she's going to address a single thing. And the reason she's not going to address a single thing is because we, the people, don't expect that of her, and we don't mandate that of her. I am hoping, though, however, that Republicans, I know they've got a lot to work on in the coming year, but I hope that they do spend a little bit of time holding Kamala Harris accountable and maybe calling out the fact that she's done nothing. A little spotlight on some of this would do the American people some good.
Keep in mind, Joe Biden did call her a work in progress, which is telling and frightening coming from Joe Biden, but also the fact that he chose her for the #2 position in our country, a heartbeat away from the presidency. Finally, Tomi, as we head into 2023, what are some things you hope to see have a little change up in our country going into the new year?
So listen, you know how I feel about the border, so I'm really hoping Republicans put a very close eye on what's going on and they make some actions. I know it's going to be an uphill battle, but I hope that they make some movements. But beyond that, what I want for everyday Americans is I want conservatives who have sat in waiting for years now, who have been so afraid to say anything because they are fear of being labeled a name. I hope that you conservatives stand up because our country is at stake. You need to stop being so afraid of offending people who have no problem offending you and destroying the country that you know and love. So conservatives out there, if you're listening, I hope that you square your jaws and your shoulders heading into the new year and we get ready to fight and fight for our country. That is what I want for our country, and that is what I want from conservatives.
Unfortunately, they got off to a bad start at the tail end of 2022 by, signing off on the $1.7 trillion Biden spending plan. But we'll see. They get another shot coming up in the new year, as we all do. Tomi Lahren, thanks so much for 2022. Looking forward to 2023. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.